Since the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic has gained force, there is a lot of worry in the air, not only about our own health and well-being, but also about the well-being of our families, friends, extended family and relatives. In this situation, it is very normal and natural to wish to protect our loved ones from any risk or danger, and it is also equally natural to feel vulnerable about our own selves. However, since physical and mental well-being are closely interconnected, it is very important at this time to distinguish between the urge to connect, to protect and reach out and support, and to prioritize some amount of me time or self-care in order to protect ourselves from any undue stress. With regard to self-care or prioritizing our own activities, it is essential to have at least a functional schedule in place without being too rigid about it. For this, you may take the help of certain suggestions and other resources on the Core Counselors YouTube channel. For example, you can look at the link in the description box for adapting to the new normal, about how to get physical exercise during the lockdown. Similarly, we have other videos that talk about resolving conflicts with family within an enclosed space and so on. Now, there could be specific concerns about the conditions confronting our family members or friends in distant places. For example, a student who is on campus at present might be worried about how their family members are going to deal with the daily necessities, maybe without household help or under lockdown conditions. In such a situation, it is necessary to do an analysis about the possible concerns that might arise. For example, if my parents call me and say they are facing such and such problem, it might be possible for me to offer emotional support or practical suggestions to them over the telephone. However, it would not be possible for me to physically help out whatever concerns they are facing out, or even being able to ensure that all their needs are met. Similarly, if my friends are facing any kind of grief or loss in their families, I can be a source of providing a listening ear, being a shoulder to cry upon virtually, but I cannot always be that shoulder at the risk of my own personal time, which I need to replenish myself. This analysis would be helpful in drawing reasonable boundaries between personal space and the demands or expectations of people we feel close to and genuinely want to help. If you are a student on campus, you might be feeling overwhelmed not only with concerns about your own health, but also about these distant concerns about your friends and family. Please do not hesitate to take the help of the IITB support structure like counselors, mentors and other functionaries who are willing to offer you that support at all times. Finally, no one can really rationalize away that emotional longing to be connected and to have people around us. In such a scenario, some visualization aids might be useful, or you could employ certain daily rituals. For example, you can write letters to your loved ones which you may or may not physically send to them, or immerse yourself in a certain imaginative exercise where you recall happy memories or look at old photographs in order to revive the sensation of being close to people again. This can replenish you for short periods of time throughout the day. Also, depending upon your personal beliefs, if you have religious or spiritual inclinations, you can also employ aids like prayer and meditation to make you feel better. We hope that these suggestions will help you to find the balance between seeking and finding comfort in connection with loved ones and finding relief from exclusive me time in which you are able to temporarily detach from the worrisome outer situation.